Right, next up, Miami and Syracuse. Miami 11-point road favorites in the Dome, 67.5 the total in this game. Should be a shootout. The question is, do we get over 67.5? Some of these real high Miami totals haven't always been going over lately, and we saw the scoring really die down in the second half last week against Wake. Syracuse, obviously, you look at them, McCord, and the passing game is the strength. You can throw the football a little bit on this Miami team. They're coming off the 31-24 win against UConn, following the big road upset win at Cal. So they played really good football, especially on offense the last 2 weeks. I'm telling you what, this is now twice in the last 3 weeks. I had Duke plus the points against Miami. I had Wake plus the points against Miami, and just got absolutely brutalized with a terrible beat on both of them with just shit the bed tactics.
So did I. I played it late. I was going to stay off, but I was like, I got 24.5. And the whole game till the fourth quarter with 7 minutes was 20-14.
Just like the Duke game. Wake led in the third
20
quarter.
20-14.
Pissed it away. Yeah.
20-14, 8 minutes in the fourth. I'm like, wow, they've got a kick return. Like, if they could get just another field goal or score, this is probably good.
22-0 fourth quarter, right in your eye hole.
7 minutes.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Interceptions and turnovers and short fields for Miami, and it just brutal losses. You know what I'm doing? Because I'm going against Miami again. I'm stubborn, and I think Syracuse has the passing game to give them some trouble.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm going to go first half full game split with Syracuse. I'm not dealing with this bullshit anymore. This fourth quarter implosions like Duke and Wake had against second. It was the whole second half for Duke, and it was just the fourth quarter where it imploded for Wake. I'm not dealing with that crap again. So I'm splitting it up this time. None of this is all on the full game for Syracuse here. I'm going to go first half and full game because the first halves have not been good. They lost to Georgia Tech. They had the bad start against Duke. They had the slow start last week. They were only up by 6 at halftime against Wake. So I'm splitting it up this time. Syracuse, yeah, full game, but definitely more, maybe even more on the first half. Because one thing we have seen from Miami is whether the other team gets tired or they just wear down, they start making mistakes, they panic because they're trailing, and they've been turning the ball over and setting up this explosive, potent Miami offense with Cam Ward and company on short fields. I don't want to deal with that nonsense again. So I'm definitely, if I'm going to be on Syracuse, but I'm going to definitely split it up this time, first half and full game. Lean over as well. C-Mac, what do you think here? And again, Miami win and they're in the ACC championship game. What do you think here?
Yeah, winning they're in. They just want to get the win here in this one. Syracuse, too. It was one I just didn't pull the trigger because I knew they were going to be at home the next week here with Miami, and UConn covered. I wanted them with the 10.5, and I stayed off. I was kicking myself a little bit in that game. Syracuse threw for a ton. I think they're going to have success here. Now, Miami's going to score on anyone. Like, that's just flat out. I mean, they should get to 40, but I think Syracuse at home, they're going to be pumped for this game, and it could be a lot tighter than people think. I just think Miami's fraudulent. And their ATS is 6-5. Their number, like, it should be 3-8. Man, but hats off to them. Like, hats off to the people that had Miami that won those 2 bets. Like, those are breaks where you're, clicking your heels. Holy shit. Sorry, it's rant on Rantville here for me.
That's okay, and I feel it. And bragging about it as if it was just the greatest bet in the history of sports betting. Calm down, man. You needed every fucking break in the world to go your way, and you needed Duke and Wake Forest to absolutely shit their pants in the second half and in the fourth quarter of those games. So shut the fuck up thinking that was such a great bet. Even though it cashed, didn't make it a great bet. The way those games played out.